mahram, when it is coming on the day of, stoning the jamarat, you feel pity for them, really. And they come, can you stone on behalf of me? Why did you come here by yourself? Why did you come by yourself? Do you think when Allah says something just for that, there is a wisdom behind it? You need the mahram. It is for your own safety, for your own protection. Are you following, sisters? So everything that Allah Azza wa Jal says, or the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, it is for your own benefit. For your own benefit. So here, four manners will be there in my ummah. Is it ikhbar or insha? Ikhbar. He informs. It doesn't mean that he sanctions this. It doesn't mean he approves of it. He just informs that this is what is going to happen. The same thing when he said, my ummah will be divided. Is it ikhbar or insha? The sisters. Ikhbar, mashallah. Yes, he informs. Doesn't mean that he approves that you'd be divided. Because the Quran say, and hold all of you together to the robe of Allah. Do you understand? Okay. So these four manners, bad qualities. Number one, that to keep boasting about your ancestors. We are the descendants of this noble family. See, always. You keep using that. We are from this family, this caste, this. Islam doesn't accept that. There is no difference between human beings. All we are the same. Adam and Eve, right? لا فضل العربي على أعجمي إلا بالتقوى. That's what the Prophet ﷺ said. There is no difference between Arab or non-Arab except by taqwa. The one who is more righteous, the one who is more pious is closer to Allah than the other. That's the criterion. The criterion is the taqwa, the fear of Allah. Not your race, your ethnicity, no, all these things. That doesn't count at all. That's why one day Abu Darda got angry and he said to Bilal, "O son of the black woman, Yabna Sauda." See? Because sometimes Jahiliyyah remnants, the remnants of Jahiliyyah stay. So he said that. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Ayyartahu bi ummihi innaka mri'un du jahiliyyah." You try to insult him by mentioning the color of his mother. You still have Jahiliyyah quality in you, Abu Dhar. Abu Dhar, yes. He said, "Oh Prophet of Allah, still I have this?" He said, "Yes, still you have it." And Abu Dhar said to Bilal, "Step over my face, my cheek. Put your foot on my cheek." He said, "How can I put my foot on your cheek when you're prostrated for Allah?" And they hugged each other and they cried. Okay? So, it is the Jahiliyyah to keep boasting about your ancestors, etc. The Sahaba used to say, "Our master set free our master. Sayyiduna a'taqa Sayyidana." They refer to Abu Bakr and Bilal. They say, "Our master," they mean Abu Bakr, "emancipated and set free our master," they mean Bilal. Our master and our master. Because Bilal is our master, radiallahu anhu. You understand? So the Prophet ﷺ here, he says that these bad qualities will remain. doesn't mean that he is saying it is okay, but he is stating a fact. Ikhbar. Are you following? And the ikhbar will always happen. Because you don't expect a messenger to tell you this is going to happen and it doesn't happen. You understand? But the insha, maybe, maybe not. Do's and don'ts. Right? So now I ask you a question. Allah says about the Kaaba, the house of Allah. فَمَنْ دَخَلَهُ فَهُوَ آمِنٌ. Whoever enters the house of Allah will be safe. Allah says, whoever enters the house of Allah will be safe. Is this ikhbar or insha? Be careful, huh? Is this ikhbar or insha? The sisters, ikhbar or insha? The sisters are saying ikhbar. You? Insha. Okay, the brothers, all of them are saying insha. Sisters are saying ikhbar. Are you sure, sisters? Okay. Now, let us have a look. If it is ikhbar, this means whenever you are inside the haram, nothing is going to happen to you. Nothing. You will be safe. You will never feel fear. You will never be hurt. You will never be harmed, etc. But when we read history, we found something else. When we read the history in the past and in the present, we found something else. For instance, the Qaramita, this is deviant sects in the history of Islam, they attacked the people, the pilgrims in the haram. And they killed the Hujjaj, the pilgrims, and they threw them into the well of Zamzam. And they stole the black stone. You know this? They took this black stone to the eastern part of Saudi Arabia. And the haram remained without black stone. So if it is ikhbar, that should not have happened. Are you following? If it is ikhbar, that should not have happened, because the Quran says you will be safe, but you are not safe. You are killed. Are you following? Also, in the 70s, a group of deviant guys, okay, in the haram in Mecca, they killed people and they wanted to say that now we have the Mahdi with us. Okay? So that also happened. So the ayah here is not ikhbar. It is insha, which means, oh you who are in charge of the house of Allah, the custodian, make sure that the safety and the security of the pilgrims is guaranteed. It is your duty. It is the duty of the Muslims to protect the pilgrims. Are you following? So it is not ikhbar, it is insha. It is insha. Sisters, did you understand? Okay, so it is insha. It's not ikhbar. I'll give you another example. You want? Okay. Allah says that, you know, when you are a pilgrim in the Hajj, you cannot hunt. You cannot hunt. But after that, Allah says, وَإِذَا حَلَلْتُمْ فَاصْطَادُوا. When you finish your Hajj, you hunt. Is this insha or ikhbar? Insha or ikhbar? The sisters are reluctant. Ikhbar or insha, sisters? Huh? Ikhbar? Yes, it is ikhbar. That it is permissible. Allah is telling us it is halal. Because if you say it is insha, then means when you finish your umrah, take your gun and go hunt. Understand? But here Allah is telling us now, He is informing you it is halal. It is halal. He's not telling you go and start. Don't forget that the insha is do's and don'ts. If you say it is here that you have to go and start hunting, no. But He is telling you, giving you the permission. He's telling you now it is halal for you. Now it is halal for you. But it doesn't mean that you have to go and hunt. Understand?